Hello and welcome to CX Today. My name is Charlie and I'm the Senior Editor. And today I'm delighted to be joined by James Marscheider, Chief Commercial Officer at EvaluAgent. James, it's great to have you with us. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. The sun's shining. It looks like summer is finally here. And yeah, in a good place. So thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's great. After a bleak couple of weeks in England, it's great to have the sun shining with us.
And
And it's
the
a
rain
great
never far away, but we're here. We've made it.
Well, I like to think that the sun's come out for EvaluAgent, and it's going to be good for our CX Summit now to
Absolutely.
discuss, kind of give EvaluAgent a little bit of an intro, maybe. So I think that's going to be my first question for you. Could you give us a little bit of insight about EvaluAgent and kind
Yeah,
of
of
what?
course, of course. So we've been with the contact center background. So our founders worked at contact centers, leading teams, and specifically in the quality assurance space. And so quite simply, EvaluAgent is a quality assurance and performance improvement platform. And we're all about helping contact center agents, teams having better conversations with their customers and hopefully improve customer experience as a result of it.
Hmm. Yeah, I think it's very interesting, the field of quality assurance at the moment, and just how quickly the software is evolving. And finally, I think we've kind of moving out of a stage of kind of stale scorecards, and contact centers are starting to really get ahead of this because they have to, I guess, for agent motivation. So I think it's a very exciting area. And my next kind of question for you would be kind of where are your customers seeing most value in customer experience at the moment?
So I think you made a really good point there, and it's about people and agents for us. So there's a lot of technology out there that's almost to replace the people. Our focus is on solutions that have people front and center. So we've never actually developed a solution or a feature that has that intention. It's always about giving people tools to be better. So whether that's better handling difficult conversations, giving them access to training and learning, our customers get true value because with that contact center background that we have, we can empathize with them. So we know what their customers are facing, we know what their people are facing. So that's one of the big ways. And I think it's a cliche a little bit to talk about being customer first, agile, flexible ways of working. But I think the reality is we are as a partner to our customers, and they do value the interactions that we allow them to have. We kind of talk about this maturity curve approach to quality management. Everyone or every business and customer is on a different path and a different journey to being really, really strong in quality assurance. And therefore, we don't think there's necessarily a one size fits all approach. So I think what they really enjoy most about working with us and where they really get the value is we help them build something that's good for them now, but will grow with them as they get bigger and better at QA as well. So, we don't tend to blind them with straight in at the top with AI and all that kind of stuff. We have AI, it's in there, it's an integral part of our platform, but we're all about giving customers the right solution to achieve their goals.
Mm. Yeah, I really like that idea of kind of the maturity curve, as you put it, and kind of the scalability of the solution, so you can kind of grow with different brands. And I know that's kind of a big topic at the moment of companies really starting to scale up their contact centers after difficult periods. And I think a QA and coaching tool such as EvaluAgent could be really beneficial. And I think that leads nicely on to the next question of kind of where are your current customers currently seeing most value in the EvaluAgent solution?
So it's interesting you talk about the kind of the remote working, the COVID kind of impact, and that accessibility and visibility that team leaders and managers have had of agents. So dashboards and reporting have always been popular, but really have come into their own recently because of the easy access to performance data and insight. And we regularly get feedback about how easy ours is to use and not just see it, but consume the reporting and what it's telling you. So it helps them make decisions a lot faster. One of the things that really stands out with our platform is that we have this theory of connected workflows, and that's the whole. There's no point having data about QA. There's data about CSAT if you don't connect them all together. So our performance management and coaching features that sit underneath all of that have been a big reason customers have chosen to work with us and love using our platform, because it connects all that data across the contact center and really allows them to hone in on specifics. So is it an agent who's could benefit from training or coaching in a specific area? Is it a compliance issue with a certain team? And it then allows them to, through the platform, coach them, teach them, put them through courses that can really give them that extra level of skill, and then importantly go back and reevaluate. Now that you've been through that training, do you get it, and are we seeing an improvement? So it's become a crucial part of their performance improvement programs because that knock-on effect is obvious, and you can see a consistent improvement in that experience. And ultimately, it's the customer that benefits from working with educated and motivated agents. And then just recently, we launched some new stuff, and our redaction capability has been quick to fly off the shelf, as our team would describe it, because it's another way of ensuring evaluators have access to all the relevant data needed to complete an evaluation. But there's another layer of confidence now that sensitive customer data is completely removed from transcripts and tickets, but the context of that conversation they're evaluating is not sacrificed. So again, it just means that the quality evaluation is that much better.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I think it's quite interesting, as you said, that whole theme in the first part of your answer as well, kind of it's almost like a 360-degree view of an agent, as you would get with a customer, and just add the power that could have in the contact center. It's, yeah, if you just kind of think about all the different possibilities, as you say, it's quite, yeah, it could be quite powerful. And I think it's quite interesting. And now we've kind of talked a little bit about the past and the present about evaluation. It'd be good to hear your thoughts as well, and kind of where do you think this is all heading in your goals for the next 12 months?
Yeah, sure. And obviously I mentioned AI previously, and we, through some of the stuff that we've done in the quite near recent times, is all leading up to the launch of our conversation analytics capability, which is what we think is real world use of AI within a contact center environment. We pushed out our conversation search capabilities. That gives customers the ability to, search the content of conversations for keywords or for phrases. And obviously there's huge advantages to QA programs with that. So your evaluations aren't as random, ensures that the right conversations are being looked at, and also really helps contact centers quite quickly and through an automation kind of process, pulls out the extreme conversations. So you can find the ones that you really need to deal with that much quicker. What we try to build and deliver is real world examples of how AI should be used. I think sometimes AI, one of those fancy buzzwords, generates interests, gets big brands out there. But our advice to customers, and it has been since we've existed and will continue to be the case as we launch this AI stuff, it's that quote unquote always read the label. Just because something is called AI, actually to make sure you really understand what you're buying. More often than not, we've seen AI that's probably just a database. You've got to make sure that the usefulness of the application is relative to the spend that you're going to be putting in there. And I think that again is what customers can always expect from us, is that if we can't find a way for you to have a real tangible impact on how your business operates, chances are we're never going to build it or try and sell it to you. And I think that is what makes customers like working with us, and what drives us to be the leading QM solution provider for contact centers across the globe, really.
Yeah, I think that's particularly interesting. Having a tangible use case for AI is particularly kind of fascinating future, and that kind of ability, as you say, of kind of a conversational analytics where you can kind of type in a keyword and kind of find calls, and just you can instantly go, oh, how well are we dealing with this type of query, and immediately kind of find a whole set and do really targeted analysis, which kind of elevates not only kind of quality assurance, but also coaching. And I think, yeah, there's so much there for the future. So I think that's really great. And there's also loads of cool features of EvaluAgent that we haven't already discussed. So just for our viewers, kind of where can they go to find out a little bit more?
Best place, certainly for more about the product, is always going to be our website, which is EvaluAgent.com. There's tools there to help you map your own kind of place on the maturity curve and that journey that you're on. Lots of our thought leadership, as I say, many years working in and with contact center experts, gives us something that we think not anybody else can offer. Always going to recommend you check our LinkedIn profile. So just have a look for EvaluAgent on there, and of course our CX Summit booth. Very specifically, is got some lots of new content in there for some of the stuff that we're about to go live with, or indeed is available for you right now. And we'd love to get you a demo and give you a trial, always free.
Excellent stuff. And of course, as well, for our viewers, you can go and check out the EvaluAgent Hub. at the CX Summit, where you can talk to all James's friendly colleagues and kind of learn more there as well. But also would recommend some of the content that is on the EvaluAgent website. It's really great. A lot of good stuff on quality assurance there, and I think it's been great to talk to you today as well, James. I've learned a lot about kind of the future, especially is where I've found most kind of insights there. So thank you very much for joining me today.
No, thank you. Appreciate it. Always happy to talk with EvaluAgent and QA with anyone who will listen. So thanks for taking the time.
Excellent. Thanks again, and thank you everybody for watching. Bye for now, and see you again soon.